Welcome back. It's Zambo again with another episode of Noob Plays Geoguessr US edition. I'm probably going to do US and Canada, at least to start, because those seem to be, if you watch tournaments, it seems to be what everybody struggles with. Canada should be fun. I don't know it as well as the US, but US I'm getting a lot better at. I have a fair amount of knowledge of it, so let's go. All right. Let's see. North 68th Street, Havelock Avenue. So immediately when I see 68th Street like that, I'm gonna guess probably upper Midwest. You don't see suburbs like this that have street numbers that high typically. Trying to get a beat off these license plates, I'm having a hard time. It's very difficult to tell. We are somewhere with front plates. It looks like we're maybe it's got some green on top. That is a sculpture. Kind of like it. But I'm going to say probably this suicide lane in the suburb is kind of weird. I probably shouldn't call it that. That middle lane in the suburb is kind of weird. This is a old cobblestone street, it looks like almost. Or maybe they just milled it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to go upper Midwest on this one. Maybe more towards South Dakota. And it was not far off. It was Nebraska and Lincoln. All right. Mountain tarp. All right. So that should be Big Boy, Skyline, something. Conesville 772. So here's a good. This is going to be a smaller state. 772, because in larger states you will see an area code. So immediately know we're in a smaller state. I want to say we're somewhere out west. Hard to say exactly where. But Watson's, I can't tell if that's forest, hills, mountains, whatever, but we're looking for a smaller state that's possibly hilly. Foliage would suggest more northern, as would mountain tarp. This suggests smaller. Kind of thinking Wyoming would potentially be my guess here. Maybe near Jackson. And it was nowhere near that. It was in Cincinnati. Now, Columbus, or Ohio, I should say Columbus. Yeah, Ohio does probably have more than one area code. So maybe the area code meta is not as good as you would think. This is all but guaranteed to be Alaska. And probably interior Alaska. So I'm gonna go Fairbanks. And look at that. There's a road over there. Oh, that's where I guessed. Yeah, look at that. Just outside of Fairbanks. Unusual dashed line here. You don't see that a lot. Lake Villa, the Dunlap. So that could be a tell, but I think those are private road signs. Not sure what state we're dealing with here, license plate wise. No state flags to speak of. These little orange things might want to be somewhere that gets some snow. Very hard to tell. It would have to come down to license plates, and I'm just not that good at guessing these blurred out license plates. Looks like we got, not sure what color on top, maybe blue or green on bottom. The school zone here. This is a trailer park called Lake Villa. So this almost, to me, wants to be upstate New York, potentially. Let's just go somewhere upstate New York. It was actually Michigan, north of Detroit. I mean, not far, but not great. All these low houses, post-war houses, very Rust Belt vibes. It's like 1950s, 1960s houses. I'm going to say, given how flat this looks, I'm going to say this is Eastern Ohio. It's probably nowhere near that. It's in Virginia Beach. So that was quick, but it was not good. Other than Alaska, I guess. Alaska was great. Wayland Tire. Is there a phone number? 442-64603. Hyundai. So we are somewhere. We've got mountains to our north. Very pretty mountains to our north. Blue license plate. I'm not sure what that one is. It's kind of dirt gravel road. Northern Energy. This makes me think we're possibly Alaska. Yeah, I want to say this is possibly Alaska, although I don't see any of those telltale yellow Alaska plates. That is also kind of an unusual bus in the background there. Oh, Junction 15. So we are going to be somewhere along the 15, which should be, that's the 25. So it looks like we're in Utah after all. I need mountains north all the way around. Northern Energy makes me think we're probably somewhere up that way. Okay, so up in Montana. All right, that's I've had worse. Boy, if ever there was one that looked like New Hampshire, if I can get a license plate, I might nail this. I don't think that's a New Hampshire plate, but I tell you what, like this looks like New Hampshire. This looks like New England. I mean, just this right here. This little pull off here. I mean, this really looks like northern New England, like up somewhere in this vicinity, perhaps. And I wasn't even close. It was middle of Pennsylvania, the Alleghenies. We got a seaplane up there, float plane, so that's gonna help us narrow things down a little bit. All these duplexes, no real. They even blurred out the street signs. Is that a New Jersey plate, perhaps? Is this somewhere in New Jersey that's somewhere? That looks like a New Jersey plate to me. So let's go there. Forgot about Alaska's plates. If I recognize this logo here, this is probably a health system. I would probably nail this. But all right, so we have water to the east. We have hard to tell. This is some sort of major health thing. Then we've got these ferns that suggest South Carolina or something. Front plates. Yeah, that could be the ocean. Although it doesn't quite look like it. This is ever Hawaii. This might be Hawaii, actually. The water's the right color. Well, fire lane. So fire lane, red fire lane. I don't think this is Hawaii. I think we're somewhere in about there. And we're actually in Corpus Christi. Not there. Dollar General. Ah, fuck, we're in the middle of nowhere again. Department of Human Resources. Probably a state flag there. Don't know what that state flag is. Wells Fargo, Abbey Plaza, 334 area code, South 27. Is that, which Dakota is that? Or state? That's a very obvious state shape with a little tail. That's not Rhode Island, is it? I don't think so. What state is that? What state is that? Geez, I don't know. Oh, is it New Mexico? That might be. Is there 27 out here somewhere? Ah, it's Alabama. All right. Well, that's enough of that. So, not a good round for me. That was just terrible. I think it's a 9th round or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, like 9th or 10th video. So, probably 30 rounds. Anyway, till next time.